he first offers their alliance to serve under him. What a leader, though. To negotiate, he threw it out there. Little girl. Negotiations. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Early on, he was more willing to negotiate. Not so much later on, though. Less patient, more violent, less peaceful, more ruthless, more traditional with his own country's customs versus later in life being open to delving into foreign type of things. But anyhow, enough on Iskander, King of Conquerors. Hello and welcome back to Fate Zero, episode 5, subbed. This is the episode to have subbed, because of one important scene in particular, in my opinion, and the budget will be on. The budget will be on. This is such a good episode, but unfortunately I'm a bit burnt out, so But last reaction of the day. So yeah, for the part you need to pay attention to of the anime, I will in advance try and remember to raise my arm or something, or say budget or something. So Ryder has arrived. Such a way. And then laughs him off. He's calling them out. Very smart. He's very smart. He's not afraid to call him out. I gotta admit, that is a nice cape. Calling them cowards. truths if they don't show. Uh-huh. Ooh, boy. Red eyes. So we're up to 4. That's not the gates. Gates of Bootyland like Keijo. Tense. Kill him. Korose, he said. Everything with Berserker is budget. Well, actually, Assassin's nearby, so we're up to 6. I think. So we have all but 1 servant all in the same spot. I don't think that has ever happened. Not that many, anyhow. Not 6 out of 7, I don't think. Assassin. Did I say live commentary? Staring him down. He just trash talks the opponent. He's so on his high horse. And also he always is higher up. He likes to be higher up. So many elements. That effect of Berserker is amazing. The visuals they managed back then. Impressive. Archer raising the stakes. Come on. The budget. So he's actually managing to hold off Archer. Go toe to toe with him. And now he puts him to the ground. Oh, he's teed off. An entire wall of them. His noble phantasms. How's he supposed to keep up with that? Even more. Exposed his noble phantasm. Everyone knows about it now. So that did act as quite a negative. Oh boy. But Berserker was able to hold him off and mess with the... catch the blades. That's nuts. Dodge and catch. And then deflect more. Bonkers. Love the way they disappear. The budget this had. Alright, pay attention. Budget. 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 Pay attention to it. Alright, that was what I wanted you to see. Bonkers. After Saber. And they also learned of Berserker. Whatever he gets a hold of, Saber's still injured. Whatever Berserker gets a hold of becomes his noble phantasm. His weapon. His trump card. It's all chaos. Why did Berserker... Budget! My gosh. Defended Saber. All the different little interactions. So Lancer and Saber versus Berserker. Rabid dog. Oh no. The tide is turned. Oh, that is disturbing. He has to obey the command seal. And then the lineup. Oh man. 2 versus 1. She's injured. That is an amazing visual effect on Berserker, though. I have to say that. And for back then, wow. That's why I wish there was all the more of Berserker. Kuritsugu has to do something. The only way. So, distract assassin, get him at the same time. 6. 5. 4. Scanner just watching. 3, 2, 1. He's not having any of this. Good grief. Trampled by those things? No thanks. The last bit of the visuals. And Berserker flees. So he interfered to make things fair. Now it's 2 versus 1 the other way. It keeps just amazing that he interfered against his own benefit to make things more fair for others. Absolutely amazing. And there goes Lancer. So it's down to Saber and Iskandar. Just X. He wants to face whoever's worthy of the two. But she's injured, so he's going to let them fight it out again. The difference, my gosh. Poor Waver. Back to the top of the bridge. So she needs to still target Lancer to undo the damage. Or else she's permanently weakened against the others. Amazing how Ryder wanted a fair fight between him and Saber as well. He wasn't going to take her on when she was injured. He wants 100%. This was a packed episode. Oh boy. He's gloating about ruining things. Good gosh. Oh. So he's being harmed as Berserker goes on. Wants to save Sakura. Dokiomi. Win. Spies. Assassin. Uh-oh. Assassin found familiar. People are trying to observe. So, what does that mean? They were watching. sewer rats, they are. What? Stalker alert. Stalker alert. Stalker alert. Noser. Saber. Yeah. Good luck with that, Saber. Wow. That's the kind of followers you don't want. Anyhow. Great episode. Unfortunately, I think I forgot what I was going to say at the end. Just the amount of interaction between all the different servants in this episode was amazing. This episode might be my favorite ReZero episode. I remember it really sticking with me. So, the first time around, I believe. And I do love Berserker, and the visuals on Berserker when he went nuts and came at Saber. The visuals on that. Wow. Cool. Can't pronounce it fast enough. Thank you. Next time. Kenneth. Oh, great. Knight of Stratagems. Oh, man. It would be really interesting to do a bit of a comparison, a character comparison between Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night on the Mountain Blade Works. A servant comparison between them all. And just in general how they kind of match up, not in a power sense, but in just the, like a character design and, you know, how great the legends they're based off of, or the reality of person heroes, in different ways, and how well the character was done within the show as well. Because if you've read on them, you just pick up slightly more how they honored those characters really well. So I have read a slight amount on Saber. Slight amount. King Arthur. Read a slight amount on that. And I almost, half of the time, mistake her for Joan of Arc, because those are both thrown around fairly often. But I think Joan of Arc is going to be in a different one, and a different Fate series. But Joan of Arc is the one Castor is actually after. So, minor spoiler, whatever the case. I on accident. Whoops. But anyhow. Just what you want is not only the wrong kind of follower, the worst kind of follower you could have. Not only that, but to have one, if you had a follower whose eyes were bugging the heck out, almost popping out of his head, and going like that, yeah. Talk about getting a restraining order or something. You can keep them several hundred feet away from me. I ain't kidding. If they looked like that, holy moly. So, anyhow, I was just kind of rambling all over the place. Whatever. I probably don't give the greatest post episode thoughts on any given episode because I plow through a rather lot of it. So it is what it is. And the other thing is, what would be more beneficial to actually give more thoughts is to be able to stop it everywhere. I can't do that. We can't do that. That would mess up everything. Even attempting to do this. So I try and talk when there's a silence. Otherwise, I just talk at the end, whatever I can ponder up or try to remember, you know. But anyhow, that was the last reaction of the day. I'm very, very tired. So, and this episode did another thing. It fit in all the servants. Maybe not all the characters, but a lot of them. So this episode was really impressive and well-rounded in many ways. And all the little different interactions in the back and forth, and the teeter-tottering of the situation. Ryder, he just got to sit back for the most part and observe. Everybody observing, Archer's noble phantasms. Everybody knows how powerful he is, what he's like. Assassin was just watching. Everybody got to know Berserker. So it put Berserker and Archer at a bit of a disadvantage because they know what they're capable of now. And it was also interesting, Ryder, the one probably being able to be the most observant, he's the one who pointed it out. So that's another thing about honoring the character. Alexander was really smart and observant. There was one thing in particular that I don't want to spoiler mention yet. Probably won't remember to mention it, but nonetheless, he made some sort of smart observation earlier on in life that other people didn't quite get or couldn't achieve or couldn't accomplish, and he nonetheless took the reins with it and managed. So, very smart. And that's what he did here. He observed and pointed something out, which is interesting. Very interesting. So, you see a little bit more of the connections, but I haven't read that much on Saber. And I'm not reading it consistently enough, anywhere near consistently enough, or enough quantity at a time. So it's kind of difficult to grasp it. it's difficult to grasp the King Arthur story, and all of them, all the other characters. You have to be able to really concentrate and really get into a book. So yeah, I just find it would be really fascinating to read up on every single character in the Fate series, all of the Fate series, whatever legend or person or hero, whatever the case. I think it would be really interesting to read on all of them. I'm happy to have read on Iskandar and Archer in this one. Although the Archer in this one, that stuff just... I didn't understand it at all, but... Or very well, much at all. It's just a bunch of hogwash. Just a bunch of this and that. Very difficult to understand that Babylonian... The stuff from the Babylonian tablets. Very, very difficult. Easier said than read. Anyhow, I'm just way rambling. So anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more Fate Zero. Next time is episode 6, so we'll be kind of a quarter of the way after the next one. Yeah. And I do got tickles down below, including the playlist and a donate link, because YouTube is just not worth it. Not worth the time, energy, effort. So that's it. But I love being a vlogger. And I want to vlog more important content elsewhere, but this is my main. I'm passionate about a lot of different kinds of content, but I gotta focus mostly on this one. So anyhow, and that's because of a lot of crazy, awesome, passionate anime fans, fellow Animaniacs. Boatload of people are in the Cool Clan now. Subs on my channel, so we're getting close to 250. We are getting close. We should hit it next month. So hopefully that'll be soon. Then I gotta do a video on that too. So anyhow, I just ramble on when it's too late. Jeez. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I will see you up ahead. Let me know what you thought of this episode, and thanks for watching. Take care, cool.